We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Now a carry for Dobbins. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on fourth down. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Whip, whip, whip.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
The ball carrier.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
At the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, second and 11.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key to tight end. Three down. Hey, look. Hey, 43, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to first and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Behind the line of
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
brings up second and 12 at the Giants' 43-yard line.
Hey, 57, 57.
On second and 12, Mahomes. Open man, Taylor Gabriel.
Mahomes pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's a game.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Kevin McCourty there defensively.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Catch made by Slayton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
18 on the play.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
And inches at the Broncos' 6-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
The ball carrier.
J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Giants 7, Broncos 3. Sterling Hoffrichter.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Gun. They'll look to throw. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Stephen Gostkowski.
Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
It is good.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Giants 14, Broncos 3.
Here's 2nd and 10. Samuels gets the pitch, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Down and 12.
Mike, watch the run, watch the run. Good shot, baby, that's a baby shot. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Let's set a target.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete to Slayton. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
41-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Let's get this. Check. 53. Check. Attack. What's the run? They're running it. Check the run.
Mahomes now to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
It's now 3rd down.
53. Check 53.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
On the coverage.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Back to throw now on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
First down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And it's 21-3.
His kick is good. Makes the score Giants 21, Broncos 3.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Mahomes going to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
43, 15.
Now here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at...
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
2 yards on the play.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. J.K. Dobbins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants add on to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Giants 28, Broncos 3.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Yellow.
Mike, 53, Mike. Ain't no such thing.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run a middle order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
38-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Christian Kirk. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he's on to punt for New York. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? It'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Here we go. Here we go. One for Mike. Watch one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Odell Beckham, 78 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested, because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 23.
Intercepted.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more runners and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And the Giants first down.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw. Catch made by Slayton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coach.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Tony Pollard, 77 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Godwin. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they need needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
45. YOLO. Let's go one more. Check, 45.
Now Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
1st and 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check, nickel.
Hey, rim way.
They'll run with Pollard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Pollard, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 13-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Watch the screen.
Hey, check back 45. Check. Yo, go.
45 on the mic.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
45. Mike, 45.
Don't get nervous.
And that'll set him back 5. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
1 yard on
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. When's the mic? Watch one. All day.
They'll look to throw here. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Yo,
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
43.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Welcome back now to Denver.
17.
It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
2 yards.
Back to throw here.
3rd down.
Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. That's complete to Slayton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, New York.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. The Giants on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Giants.
They'll run with Dobbins, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins taking it in. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
35-yard line.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Mahomes now on first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And again, it's Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Now it's Mahomes again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Mahomes firing complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
right side here. Beckham. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Watch this. It's Sunday.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing it. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, New York.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Geis, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. Today's final score, Giants.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive, whatever you call.